Hi, BDs. My name's Caitlin,
I'm Kaylee.
and this is the
Baltimore
Baltimore Bitches
Bitches
podcast.
podcast.
I imagine there's like a little band. So we're coming at you fresh off of your first half mile, or
My first, you guys, I ran half a mile the other day. It was amazing. It was glorious. I got a medal and everything. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. You know what? Hell yeah.
You know what? Hell yeah.
Your first half marathon.
I did it.
Congratulations.
Oh God, can't believe I did it.
That's so
I thought I
funny.
was gonna die.
We talked about it last pod, I think, and I was like, oh my God, remember when we ran like not even 3 miles and we were like, yeah, fuck this.
I
This
know.
sucks ass.
Oh, it was really hard, you guys. It was hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's pretty trifling.
Yeah.
But you're running for 2+ hours.
I know. Well,
straight.
like you're like a good runner. I'm like I could stop at any moment. I mean, I guess you could probably stop at any moment. Like I feel like anyone.
If I'm going by a bar, it's always a dicey game.
Luckily, I don't think we really. I mean, it was very early on. I think that we were near bars because like it was the beginning. So like, luckily, it was like you were running by houses. You'd have to go up.
Because I was getting like a little hungry.
Yeah,
I was getting a little hungry.
I was upset. No one was passing out drinks, so that was upsetting.
Yeah, I think it was mile 11, and one of the ladies, I was like, "What you?" Because I was
Where's a shot
waiting
when
for
I need
Ellie.
one?
I was like, "What you got in the cooler back here, ladies? Please do not mess with me. I know you got something in there." She's like, "No, just Gatorade." And I was like, "This race is automatically a 5 out of 10."
Bitch, give me some Gatorade with some vodka, okay? Please.
But you guys are a wasp. I know you got something.
Yeah.
Well, now we got our espresso martini.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Works. Sorry, I like felt so impulsed to take a sip.
No, please. I was like, I wanted to. I was like, my mouth was kind of watering a little bit. I was like, I need it.
It's like a sweet treat. My brain's like, chocolate, make it go, go, go. Guys, I honestly like feel like shit, and I could talk about yesterday, but that's like kind of a long story. I'll tell it another time, but I just don't think we'll have time tonight.
Yeah.
I just like in short, like I ate gluten. I ate gluten after the race, and it just like backfired tenfold. Like I was in so much pain. It was like way more than like hot girl tummy troubles. It was just like I might not make it, bro.
I feel so bad that you have to deal with that.
It was so painful. I'm going to start going to restaurants wearing a shirt that says I have celiac disease, because at this point I need like adult intervention. So please
don't let me order gluten.
Do not feed her anything. Anything. Because I couldn't not. The cheese pull.
Wait, at Chili's?
Chili's was actually closed.
Oh, that's right.
Their power was out.
Where'd you go? Because you guys did
we went to that brewery. So it was like one side of the street. This is the intel we got.
Yeah.
One side of the street, the power was out. The other side of the street, the power was on in Easton, where we were at, outside of St. Michael. So
there was the worst storm ever.
That
it was scary.
Have never been. It was so scary. I have never been in a storm anything like that. Like the hail was like that big.
I was like, oh my God, all these windows are about to blow in.
No,
Tito's like
shaking
hard,
more than fucking usual. I think
Butter has no idea what's going on.
He can't see nor hear. He's a modern day Helen Keller.
Yeah.
But he was living his best life. Butter is Hannah. She was on the last podcast episode. Hannah's dog. That's like half my age. Like he's like 15. Isn't he?
He's like 17.
Oh.
Yeah. He like will get little bursts of energy from time to time where he just is fucking moving.
He was like smiling.
Yeah.
And running around.
But he doesn't really know what's going on.
I'm like, does he think like this is heaven?
He might be. He's like frolicking in the grass. He's like,
it was really cute. He was like, fuck yeah. He's for the farm, okay?
Honestly, Butter does give farm life for sure.
Does.
He liked it. Tito,
does.
Not so much.
Tito is, I wouldn't even say a city boy. Maybe like one of those psych units that has the padded rooms. He's a
He might. I think in
What
his
is he
core, I
like?
think he's like a beach boy in
Okay,
his
I could
core.
see that. I
Yeah.
could see that. Like just light activity,
Yeah.
cozy warm
Like,
sand.
yeah,
He can furrow in a towel on the
exactly.
beach.
He doesn't want to go in the water. He just wants to maybe like look at it and like hear the
Yeah, like
ocean.
he's an observer.
Yes.
He's an observer.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a beach people watcher.
I can
Yeah.
totally see that. I think I think that trip was like honestly 10 out of 10. A lot happened. That was a storm unlike anything I've ever
Yeah.
seen or driven through.
That's
That was
crazy.
crazy. Ellie drove into a ditch.
Sure did.
Her car, we'll get permission to post a photo. Her car was like taking on water. Like, and she still made it to the
She
function. God
did.
bless her.
She did. I was like, if you guys get out, you can still come to dinner. And she was like, my car's in a ditch. Like, I'm not going. And I was like,
No, like
okay.
it was in a ditch.
Yeah. And then
It
she sent a
was
picture, and I was like, oh, okay. And then like she's like, we're
10
on the
minutes later,
way.
we're
And
on
I
the
was
way.
like, what?
I was like, that tow truck came
He
wicked
was like,
fucking fast.
I've got a mission. He
Yeah.
was on it. Shout out.
Yeah. I was like, I know that wasn't your fucking first call
No,
either in that fucking sort. Dude, I could not see. There was fog.
it was scary.
It was really scary
It
to
was
drive
eerie,
through.
scary, spooky.
It was scary to sit through in a house, and it was
Yeah.
scary to drive through. But even through all that, the power went out and we were all freaking out
Yep.
because like that would have been fucking chaotic having 11 people get ready for a race in the
Yep.
fucking dark. But it came back on.
It did. Thank God. Thank God it came back on. I was stressed. I was like,
Yeah.
Boomer had his laptop. I was like, I need you to charge my shit for me, please. I was like, I need it. Like, thankfully my headphones were charged, but I was like, I won't be able to listen to anything if I don't have a phone.
None of my shit was charged. Headphones dead.
Yeah,
Watch dead.
nice.
Phone 10%.
Nice. I think my phone was on like 11, and Boomer was like, I'm on 1, and I was like,
I know you have 2 outlets though
I
on
know.
your
I was like,
computer.
I know you can charge it. He did though. He did.
Okay. Speaking of
Yeah.
Boomer, I think like we officially caught like a stray.
I love him.
I do. So Boomer
Yeah.
he is our lawyer's friend. He's gay. So being 2 cishet women, we were just like enough said.
Yeah. I was like, perfect.
Oh my god. Gay?
Gay?
Welcome.
Come hang.
So I want to tell this like I guess like a little story. It was the day after the race.
We also love him. We would love him if you weren't gay. Okay. I just want to say that.
Totally.
We don't, Boomer, if you're listening, we don't just love you because you're gay.
I do.
I love you
Boomer.
because of who you are as a human being.
That's
And I would love you more if you would read my fucking book that I lent you.
That is true.
Bitch.
Bitch. He like it was so I was like really hungover.
On
So
Sunday?
like yeah, on
Okay.
Sunday. Well, and then we were drinking that morning because I'm like, well, I'm not gonna throw this alcohol out. That's
I wasn't
crazy.
drinking.
Me and Charles.
Oh. He was driving us home. He was drinking?
Not like heavily. I drink.
Oh, what were you
There
guys
was
drinking?
2 bottles of prosecco. That
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Prosecco,
yeah.
Prosecco.
No, it wasn't like Jim
Just
Beam or
Prosecco.
anything.
That's fine.
It was. That's my water. That's how I hydrate.
I saw that you did have it on your nightstand, and you were like, you almost drank it.
Oh my god, yeah. I dumped that out because that was just a bad vibe. And I
Yeah.
was like, we need a new glass, baby. So I was like, we were talking about like guys. And then Boomer, and I was talking like mainly to Megan, but obviously I'll talk to anybody who wants to listen. And he turns around and he's like, did you say collar? Like dog collar? I forget the context of the conversation.
Okay.
But him saying that like led to him saying, you know, I could see you being into that. And I was like, and I just we're in the Rise Up coffee shop. If you have ever been to a Rise Up, it doesn't matter where it is. You are in the most cramped space fucking imaginable.
You are.
So you know me. I'm unhinged. I don't give a fuck who hears. And I just had an epiphany in that small ass coffee shop where it's like you can't even breathe in. And I was like, you know what? I'm fostering the wrong kind of like romantic relationships in my life.
Mhm.
Like I think I do need to be BDSM because I need to be able to tell someone to sit down and shut the fuck up and have it be like acceptable in the relationship.
But you're doing it because you want them to genuinely shut up, not because you're like, oh, I'm into this.
No, like, shut up. I literally want them to shut the fuck up.
There's like nothing sexual for it. You're just like, I just want you to shut up and for that to be fine.
I just literally want to be so fucking mean to you because you're fucking annoying.
Oh, brother. Good luck to your next man.
And then and I was just like, I had such an epiphany. I was like, I've just been doing this all wrong because someone's gonna be like, oh hell yeah, and he's gonna shut the fuck up and like we're both gonna be happy.
Yeah. You're just kind of fun. He's out there.
He's out there. He's so out there. I just would think that'd be cool if that was like okay and acceptable in a relationship. And then piggybacking off of that and like going off the dog collar comment from Boomer, our lawyer was like, oh, you can order like their harnesses off Chewy. Look, I made Toby a profile, and it's like a legit like profile on Chewy. So I started, the men who have been pissing me off, I made them a Hinge account, or
Chewy account?
I made them a Chewy account. Do you want to see?
Well, can you show me, or can you show me on here?
Yeah,
let me see it.
Well, it's on my phone. Hold on.
Your phone's up there.
Oh, that's terrible. Maybe I can log into Chewy. Hold on.
Yeah, log in. Tito has a Chewy account.
Yeah, and you can fit his picture and everything.
I don't think I've done that.
Oh, I did it. You know what? I might cut this out. I don't know. Probably not. But you're on thin fucking ice, and you're the first one in that Chewy account, babe.
Your harness is being shipped in 3 to 5 business days.
Yes, sweetie. My pet.
Oh, let his personality shine through in a photo.
Look, okay, if anyone pisses me off, you're going on my Chewy account, and I'm fucking sending you a harness that you want to act like a dog, bitch, okay?
Basics, 1 year, 10 months.
I almost put him as a neutered male.
I love that.
But yeah, I'm gonna start putting,
that's so funny.
putting all the men I'm talking to on a Chewy account.
I would love for you just to randomly like order a harness and have it shipped to them, and it's like their face all over it, and they're gonna be like,
it's gonna be my face. And it's gonna be
and they're gonna be like, where did this come from? Like, what? What?
I'm fucking sick.
I like it.
I'm sick. Yeah.
That's a new BB line.
Or even like I'm gonna
new merch line.
Since you want to act like a dog, Chewy, sponsor us.
Oh, I would love to be sponsored by Chewy, please.
I'll buy all the chew toys and all the harnesses.
Oh, I think I left Tito's dog toy at Easton.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
Just made me think of it.
Wait, do you want me to order it?
No, I can have.
You can have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Got this one.
Sorry, I had to show you that and tell you that story.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
You're on thin ice. And then, yep, already talked about the celiac disease. So did you want me to go over this first?
Yeah, I want to talk about, I just want to talk about the movie.
Okay.
And then you can talk about your deep dive.
So for, I have something written down that like kind of like goes over it.
Yeah, let's
for
go.
the babies who don't know. Okay.
Well, they better know.
And then you can truly, we said, did you do your homework? Because we said we were going to talk about A Simple Favor and Another Simple Favor.
And yeah, we said it like 3 weeks ago. But like,
so like, oh, someone flew off.
Okay. But like, come on.
Okay.
Anywho, we only just watched them today. But like,
I know.
Whatever.
I didn't even watch this.
Honestly, thank God that you didn't. It was horrible.
I saw the end of it and I was like, that was enough.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. Yeah. We'll get to it.
I think you can slide over a little bit.
You think?
I'm a little nervous that you're out of frame. Sorry.
Okay. So for the BBs who don't know, Another Simple Favor is the sequel to A Simple Favor. Both of these movies star Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. If you aren't familiar with the name Anna Kendrick, because I know we already talked about Blake Lively, but this is kind of like a quote unquote new player. Anna Kendrick
She's not new because you guys all have watched Twilight because you're all BBs.
Exactly.
So you know who Anna Kendrick is, okay?
So she was in Twilight. She was the cup girly in Pitch Perfect, and then she was also in Up in the Air.
I never saw that. Did you watch that?
No, I didn't. Yeah. But that's like mentioned.
George Clooney's in it.
Barack Obama was to Anna Kendrick was like, "Hey, I loved your character in Up in the Air," so I figured it was important to note.
Okay.
Barack
if he's cool. Supporting it, then
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
You know. Oh. We have to stop.
I don't want to.
I can't. So this movie, A Simple Favor is about it's a thriller. It's about Stephanie, who's played by Anna Kendrick. She is a single stay-at-home mom who has a vlog. She meets another mom who goes to her kid's school. It's Emily, who is played by Blake Lively.
Yeah. She's like kind of like, no shade, but like those like mommy vloggers, like
I literally had it's
you know what we're talking about.
What I said about Stephanie, Anna Kendrick's character, is like this super people pleasing soccer mom who is nice to a fault.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, Emily, again, who's played by Blake Lively, she is selfish. She displays a lot of dark humor. For example, she says the best thing she could do for her son is blow her brains out. That made me LOL.
That was a good joke. I was like, damn, okay. I remember watching A Simple Favor years ago, and this is like way before like all the drama going on with like Blake right now and whatever, and I was like, I actually kind of liked it. Like I remember thinking like, oh, this is entertaining.
I loved Blake's character.
Yeah,
so I
was like, oh, she's cunty.
She's such a cunt. Yeah, exactly.
And like
she's
her and I was like, her fashion's like, it's like business, but like high fashion business.
It was like hot.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm kind of into it.
Yeah, I was so into it. She definitely didn't do her wardrobe that way.
Like there was one outfit that she wore, and it was like a full like white. I think it was
like a pantsuit with the pinstripes, and then it was like she didn't have like a top.
It was like it was, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, love.
Yeah, I was obsessed.
Yeah, I was like, that's so cute.
This is the baddest bitch.
I was like, no one can wear that to work except Blake Lively, but okay.
And then she's like, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up, okay?
Okay.
Stop fucking calling me. Thank you. And then hangs up on her boss. It's fucking great. So Stephanie, quote unquote, the soccer mom, single stay-at-home mom, she perceives this as a friendship that is blossoming. And I only say perceives because of who Blake Lively's character is, who is just like selfish and spoiler alert, skip ahead, is a murderer.
This movie's been out for 5 years, okay?
Actually,
no, I'm sorry. It's been out for 7 years.
If you haven't watched it, fuck you, okay?
It is on Amazon Prime. Both.
It's on Amazon Prime, so you can watch it. But so Blake Lively's character, Emily, she murders her sister. It's a twin sister. She does that so she can fake her own death and get $400 million or $4 million. Yeah. Can I not?
Whatever.
She gets a lot of money for this life insurance policy.
Yep.
To get her family out of debt.
Yeah.
She ends up going to jail,
for a very short time.
In
my opinion. Oh, for murder.
Yeah. Yeah. And that goes to the point of, is that okay if I continue, or do you want to?
I was gonna just say, like, for the first movie, like because I feel like you're about to go into the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to list, because my main question about the second movie is, why did we do this?
Yeah, because like, okay, I just want to talk about the first. I want to talk about the first movie because I forgot about some of the things that were a little weird. Mm-hmm. Why did we have to have it a plot point that Anna Kendrick slept with her brother? Why? That was weird. That was a choice.
So I think it's based off of a book. So did the guy from Game of Thrones write this book? Because
George R. Martin be loving incest.
Loves incest.
Oh, he loves it.
There's like a writer's table, and he's in that like
they're
group,
brainstorming,
and they're like, and he's like, what about the brothers and sisters fuck each other? And they're like, no.
And he's like, no, cousin. The cousin and the aunt?
No, this will elevate the plot if all the family just fucks you.
We just need to have a huge family orgy. Write it down.
Write it.
Write it down. Write it down. George, I need you to write your other books, okay? And I need you to do it without incest. Thank you so much. No, literally, he does it with everything because Charles was Charles was playing a fucking video game, Elden Ring, which is written by George R.R. Martin, and he's like fucking his brother. And I was like, I know.
Charles was like, see, that's the brother they're making out.
And I was like, no. And he was like, well, this was written by George R.R. Martin. And I was like, you are fucking with me. I was like, ain't no way. But he did.
He loves incest so much.
What is wrong with him?
I don't fucking know, man.
Anyway, he maybe is a ghostwriter on this film. I don't know.
I think he might be.
I think he might be, especially because of the second one, too. But anyway, I was like, that's so weird.
You're weird.
You're weird. That's a weird.
Okay.
But like, to your point, like we were talking about it earlier, I feel like they wrapped it up so nicely at the end. Like, why?
So at the end, BBs, if you haven't seen it, it literally is kind of like an epilogue. Like it's written out on the screen of like Stephanie. She like writes a book and she's popular on YouTube and like she's successful. The husband with the son, they move somewhere. I don't fucking remember.
Wherever.
You know, Emily's in jail. It was like nice and a wrapped up, pretty little bow.
A little bow, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
I had no questions after the movie. I had none.
Beautiful.
To where there had to be a second one. And
so
why did we do that?
Why? And also, I know we talked about this before, but like, no, really not a lot of promo. I saw almost no promo.
We're gonna get into that. We're getting into that.
But I was like, I remember seeing this and I was like, where did this movie come from?
It came out of thin fucking air.
It came out of thin air, and they were like, now available on Amazon Prime. And I was like, whoa. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my God, like it was like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
And they're like, guess what? Another Christmas movie. Bam! Right in your fucking face.
So I had the privilege of watching that movie today.
Please enlighten me.
I'm going to be honest with you. I had it on, and I was not paying attention, and I'm glad that I didn't dedicate a full 2 hours of my life to watching that film because it was so bad. I'll let you talk about the promo. Why don't you just talk about?
Honestly, BBs, I saw like, what was that, the last 30 minutes?
Yeah.
I was like, that was enough.
Yeah. We'll talk about the plot twist, if you will, at the end.
Oh, yeah.
But if you want to talk, you can talk about the up until release and like whatever.
Okay, so we already got the plot and everything down for the first movie. That was kind of my first reason as to why I do this again, because they wrapped up the first one so well.
Yeah,
and then also related to the first movie, Blake and Anna fucking hate each other. It's been a long-standing rumor that they hate each other. And it was my girl, Claire Parker from Celebrity Memoir Book Club. Shout out. I'm obsessed with them.
She literally gets mentioned every episode.
She does. I love Ashley Hamilton and Claire Parker. I love them. So they're actually discussing beef between these two. And someone from the production company Lionsgate reached out to them via DM saying that the tension was so bad that they had to have like a sit down with them and basically tell them to play nice because the tension was like palpable.
Damn.
And it was bad for promo, and they actually had to do their press tours for the movie separately.
I'm not surprised.
And they were not on speaking terms when all was said and done.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, not.
I mean, I remember seeing like some press with them like when they did A Simple Favor, and like Anna was just so cunty to Blake.
Oh, I have an interview clip. Hold on.
Like a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. Look at the body language experts analyzing this right now. See?
Don't touch me. It was neck and neck, pitch perfect.
Into
the woods.
Last
Last
to open my cherry plums, she wouldn't have a career. So
the sacrifices she's made for me.
I really have.
2 of us. That's right.
So
Jealous?
I can't be a Disney princess ever.
Oh, Muffin, it's so hard being you.
Lord of the Rings, I think you're a little more hardcore in that realm, right? Lord of the Rings.
I don't know Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Nothing to apologize for.
She wins.
Star Wars.
Wait, but by the way, you've been like, oh, I think you're the bigger Potter fan. I think you're the bigger Disney fan.
Oh.
I think you're the bigger. So like, what? What about me over here?
You can
Oh my
present
God,
your
you
own
guys, like, don't be
present.
right. Just because I'm the best at everything.
What's your Jeopardy
Okay,
category?
So that was a clip from Sloan. He's a YouTuber. He does like pop culture deep dives and stuff. So as you can kind of hear, it's just like it's really awkward, like how they're sitting. Like Anna actually like scoots herself like away. Basically, they're sitting like this, and she like continuously like scoots
Well, and
away.
she's like, Anna's like facing the other way.
Yeah, that too.
Like, so she's facing like
her back is to
Blake, and like she
I
even
just
makes
realized. Sorry.
that's okay. She even like makes a comment because I saw that interview. She even makes a comment. She was like, "Oh, like so far, like I bet the body language experts are like loving this." And then she's like, "Oh, don't touch me."
It was
like,
that interview.
yeah.
Yes. It was that interview. And like,
Yeah.
so just being sarcastic. And then there's other interviews where she like alludes to blocking Blake on Twitter and Instagram. And then she's like, well, and then muting was an option. So I did that. And just saying like Blake is really mean. Like during interviews and press for this movie. So just like, it was palpable to literally everybody. I think especially during that interview, it was super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So with all of that being said, we all know that Blake is, would you say, a shitty person?
I mean,
Not nice.
Obviously, we don't know her
Personally.
But
we know
like,
her through this fucking lawsuit, and it's I'm just kidding.
But like from what I've seen from her, it's hard because it's like from what I've seen from her in like characters that she's played, like she comes across as like she can come across as really nice. And like some interviews, like I remember watching her before and I used to think like, oh, like she just seems so funny, like in some interviews. And then other interviews I'd be like, okay, like you kind of really didn't have to say that. Like in cases like where she has been interviewed with like Anna Kendrick or like with Leighton Meester and stuff like that. And it just feels petty and not nice. Yeah, it does feel not nice. So it's hard. Like I don't think she's the greatest person, but I don't know her.
She does give, from what was presented, she does give off like this mean girl energy.
Yeah.
And I do think a lot of times when she is like in a group for like press, she likes to monopolize the conversation.
Yeah.
And just so she's kind of at the forefront,
Yeah.
she does make jokes on people's like at people's expense. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's how I feel about Blake. But there were rumors flying around kind of like during COVID. I think people were just fucking spilling the tea during that time. It wasn't
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, really. We're dancing and spilling tea. Okay. And so I was hearing that Anna Kendrick actually has not been a nice person in the past. So a stylist went viral on TikTok. Her username is Tahira. She was talking about Kendrick's behavior, stating that she wouldn't even talk to her or look her in the eye when she was styling her. So then Anna Kendrick's PR lady pulled the stylist aside, asking to talk. Said PR lady said that if the designer wanted her to wear a look, it would cost $10K. And the styler was like, well, I have nothing to do with that decision. Let me go get PR. Apparently she ended up leaving and wearing her own clothes at this fucking signing or whatever it was. But just kind of sounds like, I don't know how these things work, but it sounds like that person was well versed in that field, and that just kind of sounded like a crazy request. Like, I feel like it would be reasonable if like Beyonce asked that, but the fact that it's Anna Kendrick. And then another stylist was saying that Anna Kendrick was really pissed at this one stylist because she didn't know who she was. And then another video, apparently there was like all this fan mail, fan art, gift cards for Anna Kendrick, and her PR said to throw it all out. Anna Kendrick was quoted saying, "I don't look at that stuff." So it doesn't look, obviously these are only like a couple examples, but it's not a great look. And then I saw Claire Parker from CNBC. She was saying that Anna Kendrick is also rude to wait staff, bartenders, and like bands. But then Anna Kendrick was also quoted saying when she released that movie about that serial killer on Netflix, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She opened up about being in an abusive relationship, and she said like during that time, she was like going through that, and she was essentially like lashing out at people. I don't think it's an excuse, but it's definitely something to consider. She also kind of went into this abusive relationship on Call Her Daddy, if you guys wanted to listen to it and you're interested and want to hear more about that. I mean, regardless, sounds like she was being an asshole. Drake was being an asshole. So when you put two assholes together, you just get one big gaping asshole. And that's kind of what happened with A Simple Favor too.
Yeah.
Allegedly, and I say allegedly because I personally cannot prove this to be true, but these are things that I saw on the YouTuber Sloan's page. He posted this tweet, and the tweet said that Amazon, so just mind you, let me back up a little bit. So this filming ended for Another Simple Favor. Filming ended May 26, 2024.
Okay.
This might be due to the fact that Amazon allegedly was shelving Another Simple Favor, like kind of like fuck this, because Blake refused to promote the movie due to her legal troubles with Justin Baldoni and tension with Jesus Christ, tension with Anna Kendrick.
So they finished filming in May 2024
last year.
Well, when did everything start? Filming wrapped for It Ends With Us around that time or shortly after, because that didn't come out until August, and promo was over the summer. So I wonder if she was just like, I don't have time for this, like because she was so involved with It Ends With Us. I'm just curious about what that timeline looks like, because It Ends With Us came out in August, and I know they were doing promo for that. Florals. Sorry.
And then that's true. I wonder if it might be a little bit of both, because the whole, like, it sounded, from what I remember, the drama started with Justin Baldoni and Blake in December 2024. So they wrapped up in May. Drama started in December 2024.
Well, official like lawsuits started in like December 2024.
Okay.
So like several months after A Simple Favor or Another Simple Favor was like done. So but I know that they had issues during filming for It Ends With Us.
Yeah.
Based on like what we talked about, and those timelines could have overlapped. So she was probably just like, I don't have time for this right now for Another Simple Favor. And maybe because I think that she wanted so much control over It Ends With Us, that was probably her priority. So she was probably like, don't care about this right now. And like also dealing with trying to manage and take away things allegedly from Justin Baldoni and like the producers and like whatever with It Ends With Us. So she probably was like, she didn't have that control with Another Simple Favor.
Yeah.
So that's probably why she was like, fuck it, I don't want to do this. And maybe she couldn't. Maybe she was like double booked and like couldn't. So like that would be my guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's definitely a good point to make. I wonder because I'm not famous. I don't know how these things work. That very clearly on TikTok, I see the comments. Okay. I think we're actually going into the infamy part. Another thing I'm wondering, is that kind of like when you sign up to do a movie, like, is that part of your contract to do promo? It's like a commitment you have to make.
Probably. Right.
So I wonder if that was like, as an actress signing on to do this movie, if that's even prudent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like you are supposed to you're supposed to promote your stuff.
Right. And I would imagine, because I mean, kind of like what we said, there was like really little to no promo, and then it just kind of like popped up. Like, that's kind of bad for business. For the business.
Yeah.
Business.
I mean, also she probably just could have thought the film was fucking horrible, because it was.
I watched 30 minutes and that was enough. Like,
it was so bad.
Truly. So yeah, filming ended. From my source, which was honestly Wikipedia, I saw so many fucking like dates for when filming started, but not when it ended. And I was like, okay, here's like a date I can put in. So might be totally wrong. Might be totally right. I don't know. So, and then it was available on Amazon Prime this month. So and then they were thinking of allegedly pulling it because Blake wouldn't promote it, and everybody was kind of like in a hole because
Yeah.
there was so much money spent on it already. Um, so I don't see why they made this movie and why it was such like the director was like, we have to make another one when it sounded like at the very beginning of filming, like tension was already building. The set became increasingly toxic and they had to be like put in separate corners to like keep some of the peace. So I just like don't understand why this film was so important to film when the
Yeah.
chemistry wasn't there.
I think that Blake just wanted to go to Capri.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do it. I would go with my arch nemesis
Yeah. So
to Capri.
I just want to tell you guys like what this movie is about a little bit.
So we're going into
Yeah.
Another Simple Favor. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
So Stephanie, Anna Kendrick, and Emily, Blake, they reunite on this beautiful island of Capri. So basically what happens, Emily is out of prison.
After like how many days? Like it was like a
It's
short
so weird.
time.
So Anna's like promoting her book and she's like doing like a book tour and Emily just like walks right in and she's like, "Hey girl, like hey bestie." And Anna's like, or Stephanie, she's like, "Oh my God, like what are you doing here?" And basically Emily like blackmails her and is like, you're gonna come be my maid of honor. I'm getting married. Like you're my best friend. You need to come be my maid of honor.
So crazy right off the bat.
And Stephanie's like, "Okay, no." And she's like, well, if you don't, I'm going to sue you for using my likeness and my name for your book. So, like, you have to.
Yeah.
And so Stephanie's like, okay, great. So I guess
Awesome.
we're going to Italy.
Which,
So,
like, at that point, she would scare the shit out of me. She,
Yeah.
like, killed her fucking sister.
yeah. So they go to Italy
Smart,
for Emily's extravagant wedding. I guess she's like marrying, it says a rich businessman. I think he was in the mob.
He was in the mob.
Yeah.
100p.
And so basically Emily's ex-husband dies and then her new husband died, but I guess he was like gay and she was marrying him so that he could be with his lover. I don't know. That was weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, can you say that again?
Her mob husband, like we find this out at the very end that like
Okay.
when she met him, he was like talking to her about like all of his, like he just wanted to be with the love of his life, which was a man.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so disappointing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, damn, he's fucking fine.
Yeah.
He's fine as hell.
So, but basically we find out, and this is like alluded in the first movie, is that Emily is actually a triplet, not just twins, and that allegedly, Emily and her sister like ate the sibling in the womb or something. Like
Lindsay China, is that a thing?
So
yeah, that's what their mother told them.
Yeah, that's what their mother told them. So, but this girl is
okay. Kaylee just pulled up a picture. She is so scary looking. It is Blake Lively, but
yes,
the makeup artist did a great job.
Yeah,
she is fucking creepy.
So the major twist in like the first film is that she has a twin called Hope, and now this one, the third sibling, Charity.
Now the third
is alive.
The twist in the second movie is that she has another sister that's alive.
Yeah. So, and she's the one that like killed Emily's new husband and killed her ex-husband and is like, I guess, trying to take her son. Like, I'm just like, what is happening? Like, there's so much going on and like I don't understand. And not only is Charity like killing her ex-husband and like her new husband, she also drugs Emily and is like, Blink wants if you want me to make love to you.
Yo!
And Emily is like just drugged like on the bed.
I'm sorry. Rape is not funny.
No.
But the way that
And then she like makes out with her again at the end of the movie, and I was like, Blake, like, did you want to just make out with
Yeah,
yourself?
that's. She was like, wait, this scene would be better if she was me. She finally did it, everybody. Blake fucked herself.
So I'm just like, I don't understand. It was so freaking weird. And then the movie ends with like Emily agrees to do a simple favor for her dead husband's mom. And I am going to just say that I think that we're going to find out that she's actually a quadruplet. And Blake is going to just continue every
movie she's going to find a new sister.
Every movie another version of Blake appears. And I think it was
even creepier than the one before.
I know. Yeah. Oh, because that was the thing. Charity was like, she was just, if you're watching, she was just like this the whole time.
It was fucking like what?
Emily.
Yeah.
We can be together forever.
Yeah.
She's like also not really like looking at her. She's like, girl, where are you? I please, PBs, I need you to watch the movie, feel my pain, and let me know.
Oh my God.
What you think. And maybe we'll get even more simple favors featuring lost quadruplet sibling. I can't wait.
I totally can. I can wait.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wait, did you want to give updates on, speaking of Blake and being creepy, do you want to give an update on Khaleesi and Justin Baldoni?
Khaleesi and her dragons.
Khaleesi and her dragon.
So I don't have like a ton of updates, but I have a few that I've seen, and most of you guys probably already know this, but Taylor Swift has been subpoenaed.
That is just one person that I would not want to piss off. Like, everyone loves her.
Yeah.
If she puts a hit out on you, Taylor Swift's gonna be like, little old me? And everyone's like, nah, you're good. And then she's like a fucking billionaire.
I know. She's like, I don't got time for this. So she has been subpoenaed, like, and some articles are saying they're like, oh, this could just be like PR and like it could be like whatever. So I don't know.
But like PR for what?
To like try to make it seem like so crazy that like Taylor's gonna
that she's not involved at all?
No, that like Taylor is involved and like look at like Blake and how wrong she is. Like PR like in a good way for like Justin.
Okay.
So not only has she been subpoenaed, but there's also talks about Hugh Jackman being subpoenaed. Because like they're also friends. So there's like
sorry, I was so random to me.
So Wolverine is gonna take the stand. So
oh my God.
I know.
Who's next?
I know. Can't wait. So yeah. So I don't know. I mean, there could be others. Like they were talking about that. Like there could be other A-listers that are being subpoenaed. But that's basically like the big updates that have happened. And then Justin Baldoni's like nonprofit or like company, whatever, Wayfair Foundation.
Oh yeah.
Shut down. And all that I could see about that really was that it was really only active from like 2021 to 2024, but nothing was posted or done on the website since like 2023.
Okay.
So people don't think that it's being shut down because of all the drama. He probably was like not even that involved with it the last couple of years.
It's been like a passion project. And just kind of like he got busy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he got fucking busy.
Oh yeah. And then there was an article that came out because a lot of people obviously are talking about it. Like Joe Rogan is talking about it. Candace Owens is talking about it.
Joe Rogan's talking about it?
Yeah. So
that's what I hate about like all the red-pilled men are just like, I don't know, because they're like, well, this is dumb. It's like, well, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Because fuck you. Joe Rogan's talking about it.
I know. So basically, like, this article comes out and it's just talking about how like all the right wingers are just like shitting on Blake and basically just shitting on her because they're like, oh, like she's a feminist and like whatever. And like Candace Owens is like one of these people that's like doing this. And they're basically comparing this whole situation to like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, like 2.0. And someone did even point out, because they were like looking through this article, and what they pointed out was that back, and this is interesting too, because like I don't know about you, but like my For You page for TikTok for the past like 2 weeks has just been like recirculation of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and that trial was so funny to me. I'm so sorry. My dog stepped on a bee. My bruise kit. I mean, my bruise cover up kit. Girl, like,
didn't she like shit on Johnny Depp's bed too?
Yeah.
Iconic.
Oh, I just can't deal with her.
Good shit.
I can't stand her. Like, but it was so funny. My favorite is like her lawyers were just so stupid, and like there's like one of her lawyers that just continues. He's like reading, and he's like to Johnny Depp. Someone just like compiled all of it, and he's like reading, and he goes, "Did I read that right?" And Johnny goes, "Yes, you read it right." And then he asked him like 5 more times, and Johnny goes, "You continue to read them correctly." Yes, like so over it.
You know what trial I'd love to cover is Gwyneth Paltrow. Sorry, why can't I say her last name?
Paltrow.
Okay.
With the skiing thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the lawyer's like, "Do you know Taylor Swift?" And she's like, "That's so cool." And I think she's like the lawyer for like the plaintiff or whatever. It's not Gwyneth Paltrow's lawyer.
Some of these lawyers, I'm just like, what is wrong going on?
Dude, that lawyer just wanted the tea. It was so I want to do that. I want to cover that.
And one other thing that like Amber's lawyer kept doing, she was like, oh my God, there was something that she would continue to say every time that she would ask a question. And then she would like strike it. Like she asked a question and then Johnny started to answer and she goes, "Overruled." And he was like, "Oh, you asked me the question." Like,
what? Strike it for the record.
Strike it. Strike that question. I didn't like it. But I was
never mind, Your Honor. That was an oopsie honor.
But I'm just like, it was so funny to listen to them. And he's like, and then the other one, the lawyer's like, "And you had a mega pint?" And Johnny's like, "A mega pint? Like, were you there? Like, do you know what what's a mega pint?" Like, and he's like, "And you were drinking?" And he was like, "It's 5 o'clock somewhere." Like, it's just so funny and trolly, which is like, if I didn't dislike Amber so much, and if I didn't think that she was a piece of shit, then I would be genuinely upset because I'd be like, okay, you're kind of like being really disrespectful and rude to like this girl who was maybe abused, but I feel like they're both abusive. But anyway,
yeah, I think they're both.
I think they're both
fucking
so
assholes. Yeah, they're both.
I mean, she's shitting on his bed. Like he's drinking mega pints at 5 in the afternoon. Like
a mega pint.
But anyway, so circling back.
So fucking funny.
So in this article, I guess at the time when Johnny Depp and Amber trial was going on, there was a lot of hashtags that were coming out, and it was like hashtags justice for Johnny, hashtag Amber Heard is an abuser. And these accounts were, a lot of them were like new accounts or like fake accounts that were like pushing up these hashtags, and people are actually saying that's kind of like what's happening right now with the Blake and Justin, because there are similar hashtags trending, like hashtag justice for justice, hashtag justice for Justin, and then hashtag Blake Lively is a liar. And so I don't know why.
That's a crazy hashtag.
I know.
Like Lively is a liar. Hashtag green screen.
So I don't know. It's interesting, but I can't wait. I can't wait for this to go to trial, and I hope that it's televised, like how Johnny's and Amber's were.
Oh my God. That should be like pay-per-view.
I can't wait.
And it could play in like a bar.
Yeah.
That would be so sick.
Yeah.
Pub Dog, hear me out.
Play it.
It.
Oh, that'd be so good. But yeah, that's really all I've got for them. They continue to just be silly with each other.
I know Ryan Reynolds and Travis Kelce don't follow each other on Instagram anymore.
Ooh, the boys are fighting. Speaking of boys that are fighting, Drake is suing UMG, which is Universal Music Group.
Okay, I didn't know this lore.
Yes.
Please
so
elaborate.
He filed this, I think, in like January. And it's like pretty early in the works. But yeah, he is not suing Kendrick directly that I'm aware of, but he is suing UMG for defamation over Not Like Us, claiming that the allegations in the song are false. And this is an ongoing lawsuit. It's in the discovery phase. We likely won't see any sort of like resolution or like movement until like next May. But basically Drake is just hurt that Kendrick wrote a diss track and is profiting off of it
like a shit ton. And it's the Juneteenth national anthem, like, which is sick.
Yeah. So more to come on that. If anything, if I get any other info, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, Drake
I didn't know that was happening.
Baby. Yeah, just a baby.
You can't. I'm gonna sue you. You can't write this song about me just because yours is better than mine.
Fuck off.
What is that one video? That one chick is like, she's like, "Hey, get back!" Like,
oh, hey, scram!
Yeah,
get out of here! Literally,
Drake. And it's so funny that we're talking about this because for some reason it just like popped up of like that one image of Drake. It's like a video and he rented out a nightclub in Miami to like gamble, and it's literally just him on a couch in front of a big screen just gambling. It's like so fucking depressing.
Yeah. Oh, also,
speaking of feuding.
Oh, I was gonna say also this is another thing. Drake alleges that UMG's actions, including Lamar's Super Bowl performance, have led him to violence against him and caused fear for his safety.
That is such cap. I actually know somebody, maybe she can come on the pod and talk about it. Her cousin was beat the absolute he got his ass kicked by Drake's security.
Really?
Personnel. Yeah.
Damn.
Got his ass fucking beat.
What'd he do?
He was hitting on a girl that like Drake was into or was like talking to. So if you're fearing
for Drake, sorry that this random man liked this girl and this girl liked him more than you because you're a loser.
So
oh my god, we might get sued. Allegedly. We have a lawyer. I'm not worried.
Yeah. Got us. Oh, shit. Our lawyers got us.
Whatever. Everyone knows our lawyers.
I know.
Whatever.
I don't want to break with this pod. Speaking of violence, better news.
In other good news, yesterday morning.
6 days ago. 6 days ago, the Shade Room on Instagram. I'm gonna do like a news report.
Okay, perfect. Welcome back, reporting live from the BB podcast with Kaylee and Caitlin.
Good evening. Now with the news, the Shade Room reported on Instagram that Chris Brown official checkmark. Why am I? Never mind. I fucked it up. Okay. No, but so on the Shade Room, they reported on Instagram that Chris Brown, he posted a story and it said, "Free Tory." Tory was stabbed 14 times. It was like 7 times in the back, and I think, don't quote me on this, like 7 times in the torso. He's alive. He's alive.
I wonder why they did that.
Honestly,
I mean, other than just not liking him, maybe they didn't like his music. Name one Tory Lanez song.
They hear "Broken" a minute. They're like, "I fucking hate this song."
Wait, there is actually one song where Tory Lanez.
No, I like "Broken."
What is the song that I like? There's one, and I was like, damn. I was like, it was like right out. It was like kind of being popular right when he was like going through all of this with Megan Thee Stallion, and I was like kind of embarrassed to play it.
Solidarity.
I was like, I really like.
I know what you're talking about. I'm like, damn, that's catchy. And I'm like, no,
good.
No.
You played in your room by yourself, like headphones in. No one can know.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I felt the same. I was like,
fuck. God, it's a good song.
Okay, honestly, I don't condone violence of any kind, but I would not.
You shot Megan Thee Stallion. I condone violence.
So there's that, but like, so he's a dick enough to do that to a woman who's defenseless. So like, so you must have said or done something in prison to really piss someone off, and you should have known better.
Yeah, he pissed off the wrong. You can't do that in prison.
Like, how tall is he? Like 5'6"?
He's kind of a shorty, isn't he?
He's a small dude. And then, so Chris Brown 6 days ago.
Oh my god, is he 5'3"? Stop.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh my god. He's a little shrimpy.
Oh my god. 5'3"? The height that Sir Mix-a-Lot sings about? Only if she's 5'3".
Oh wait, maybe this is a lie. Oh no, it's not. Oh my god. Tory Lanez clowned after arrest report listed as 5'3". Oh, I don't know if that's true or not. I gotta see pictures of him with other people.
Yeah. So Megan Thee Stallion, he has to have lifts in his shoes.
Absolutely, but also the camera's closer to her. I don't know. Hold on.
He looks so tight.
Well, there's him and there's Pop Smoke.
How tall is Pop Smoke?
5'10". Some sources might say 5'5", but if he's 5'10", I would say Tory Lanez is probably closer to like 5'6".
Okay.
Either way,
a smaller guy.
he's still a little
I
shorty.
think the average height for men's like 5'8", honestly.
Yeah. Anywho, sorry we took so long on that.
But he's pretty small.
He's pretty small. Okay, yeah, because here he is with Abel. Abel is 5'7".
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's
The
5'7".
Weekend for people who don't know.
Sorry. Abel.
Testify.
Whose new movie apparently sucks ass.
But aren't they sitting in that picture?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's too late. It's gone.
I
closed the book. He is 6. He's 5'6", or 5'3", allegedly. Anywho, he got stabbed
14 times. They heard broken a minute and they were just enraged.
It's so funny because like it's not funny, but it's funny that like he's having such a rough time. And then I think about like someone else that was in prison for like a while. Oh my god, Young Thug. I was like, why am I blanking on his name? Young Thug.
Young, truly humble under God.
Truly humble under God. I think he thrived in prison.
I think because honestly,
who doesn't like Young Thug?
I think he's cool as shit.
But they're like, you can't rap about like your stuff anymore. And then he like came out with a song recently, and I was like, damn, this is booty. This is so ass. I'm like, let him rap about his like gang affiliation, please.
Oh yeah.
What does Thug say for truly humble under God? He's pretty cool.
I'm fucking dead. You were like, that was booty. His new shit sucks. I want him back in the gang.
Because, okay, he's like, in one verse, he's like, yeah, I love my wife. Like, my wife's so good. And like, 2 minutes later, he's like, I got all these bitches. I'm going to fuck them later. And I was like, Young Thug.
You're not loyal. Cool.
Be loyal or be shitty.
Yeah, but
don't tell me that you love your wife so much and then you're gonna fuck all these other bitches.
Like, I can't get another RICO charge. I'm like,
I know. He's like, for real, please. Oh god. There was another rapper, Charles would know, who went to prison recently. He's young, like 24.
Okay.
And he got arrested for a crime that he committed. Okay, so first of all, he committed a crime in like 2016. Can't remember his name. He killed a man.
Oh shit.
Went to prison for like a little bit.
Wait, was it 6ix9ine?
No. Went to prison, got out, and then just got arrested again for someone else that he killed like the next year, like 2017. And I was like, you're not getting out of prison anytime soon. Because now they're like re-looking at the other case, something like, I don't even know, but I don't know who it was. I have to ask Charles. Yes. But I was like, man, don't kill people. Don't get caught. But wait, this is in 2017 when he like was committed for, I think he was like 17, like 16 or 17 when he committed these murders. And I was like, oh my god, you're a child.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What were you doing at 16? I was at the mall.
I was at the mall.
I was getting Chick-fil-A at the mall.
I was.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I was murdering people. That's crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah. Anywho, sorry. Carry on.
No, you're fine. So, and then Chris Brown, he's posting. Shade Room reported free Tory. And then I think like it was 24 hours later, Chris Brown got arrested for assault. He hit someone over the head with a liquor bottle. So I don't know. Maybe they can just like be fucking bunk buddies.
And then I saw that Odell Beckham tweeted "Free Breezy." Oh! oh my god. So keep me on the lookout.
Yeah.
Bolo. Bolo for OBJ. That's crazy.
Fucking bolo.
Anywho, enough with the arrests.
Yeah, the fucking records.
God.
I think that's all I have written down,
Yeah.
honestly.
I was just going to talk about, I am so busy, but I am excited for the weekend. We're going to DC. Are you coming to the?
No, I work. I know. I'm fucking bummed because I wanted to see our Stray and our lawyer. Is our lawyer going?
I think so. Yeah.
It's Pride, y'all. Isn't it Pride?
No.
It's a 10-miler.
No.
What is it? What are we doing?
Neither. We're just going for like drinks and to hang out in DC.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like
DC
fun.
Pride. DC Pride is June 1st, Sunday, June 1st.
I'm like, what day is it? I don't even know.
You're like, where am I? Am I in Maryland? Like, what's going on?
No, well, I catch a flight.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, next week we're just going to hang out in DC. But I'm excited because I think on Friday night, Charles and I are going to go see Final Destination, the new one.
Yay.
I've been rewatching. It's been a really long time since I watched the Final Destination
I watched
movies.
the first one. You inspired me.
Did I?
But I didn't make it to the second one. I fell asleep.
Okay, so have you ever watched them before?
All right, I'm going to close this since
Yeah.
we're just yapping
Yeah.
now.
Have you ever watched any of the Final?
Yeah.
So you've already watched the original.
I don't know if I watched all of them. I 100p watched the first one. So actually I might want to watch the second one tonight. We'll see.
Well, we're in the middle of the fourth one if you want to watch it.
Oh.
Or sorry. Yeah, we're in the middle. We could be in the middle of the fourth one. I don't know. I just we watched the second one the other day, and then we started the third one earlier, and then the fourth one. So my favorite is the first one. Yeah.
No, I love the first one.
The first one is so good. But I was watching the fourth one earlier, and this one came out in 2009.
Wait, no, I think I watched that one. The one where the girls like die in the tanning bed.
That's 3.
I do love 3.
Yeah. So the fourth one though is really interesting because in 2009 was when everyone was like, oh my God, 3D movies. And you can tell that it was made for 3D and it's so bad. Like,
oh my God.
There's just like certain things where it's like, and you can tell that it's like meant to be.
That
3D
was
coming
the
out.
thing.
I know
They're
for
really
a younger
hard.
generation, our younger generation, they don't know. But oh my God, people fucked with 3D.
Yeah, they don't have it anymore. Probably because they kept making movies like that. And they're like, we gotta fucking stop.
We gotta stop. They loved it. And you had to get these stupid fucking glasses to wear.
They're like $3 or something.
And then if you didn't watch it in 3D, then you're watching a stupid ass movie that looks
like
stupid.
kind of like blurry. Like it looks dumb as shit.
It does. Yeah. So that's what it kind of looks like for Final Destination 4. It's so weird. I'll have to show you because like you can tell like when you're watching like even like the opening sequence, you're like,
oh.
It's so
some
bad.
movements probably like don't make sense. It's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah. Like what? It's just showing you like a wooden thing that's like lifted up, and I'm like, okay. Cool. But yeah, the first one is my favorite, but like the second one has my favorite like accident sequence.
Oh, okay. What was the accident?
It's a car accident.
I
so it's like a huge pileup.
Like I've seen the second one. Definitely the third one. That one's like burned into my fucking memory.
Yeah.
Probably the fourth one.
We can watch the opening sequence of the second one when we're done here because it's my favorite.
Okay.
But it's so good. Like if you know, you know. I won't say anything, but there is one part, and ever since I watched that movie, so like if I ever used to drive with like a drink or something, sometimes I would put it in between my legs. I don't do that anymore because of this movie.
That's not the one with like the log, right? The
It
logger.
is.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I think we should recap it though.
Recap.
I want to watch it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I was like, what?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't see that one.
So that one. So first one is like the airplane. Second one is the like huge highway pileup. Third one is the roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the tanning bed scene, they play a song called Roller Coaster, and it's like roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a good song.
Oh my God, that scarred me.
And then the fourth one is like, it's not NASCAR because they're like in McKinley, like this like little like podunk town, but it's like a NASCAR, like a speedway. Yeah. And then the fifth one I think is like,
oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I think, and I could be wrong, I think the 5th one is like a bridge collapsing.
I definitely did not watch the 5th
Yeah.
one.
And so I'm excited to see what the 6th one.
I'm
can't
stoked.
Wait.
And
What are we gonna see?
And I Know What You Did Last Summer. What's that movie called, right? Is that what it's called?
What about it?
They have like they're like revamping it.
Oh, are they revamping I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
a preview during Sinner when we watched Sinners.
Oh,
yeah.
I used to love I Know What You Did Last Summer. So good.
Yeah, they're revamping
That was one of my
it.
favorites. I didn't care for like I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh,
and
no.
I'll always know what you did last summer. But I liked I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah,
I
they're
wonder if Charles
revamping
has seen
it.
that. I'm gonna ask him. It's so good.
Ooh,
My girl Sarah Michelle
maybe-
Gellar's in it.
Yes, love her.
And Freddie Prinze.
And so if we like, well, you're in the middle. Never mind, because you're in the middle. Because I was like, oh, what we should like watch that, but you're in the middle of Final Destination 4, which I'm not against. I want to watch.
We'll watch the opening sequence of Final Destination 2, and then if we can find I Know You Did Last Summer, I'm down to watch it. Charles is gonna stream, so we can go snuggle up and we can watch
With our espresso martini.
Yeah, otherwise, so yeah, I'm excited for that. And then I am almost done with You. Almost done.
Yeah.
I like it.
You're Kaylee is not watching Gossip Girl anymore. She lost the plot. My favorite saying is I lost control. I lost control of the group. You're not watching Gossip Girl.
I can't. I hate them. I hate them.
Fair.
We'll
I
see.
can't disagree.
We'll see if I go back to them. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like you're either in the chokehold or you're just not, you know? It's like a love.
Like they're trying
love
to choke
or-
me. My neck is greased up. They can't.
Yeah,
they can't get a grip.
Mine was like Velcro, bitch. The way I was like good. I was dying on the couch. I couldn't move if I wanted to.
You're like, I'm watching this out of default because I can't get my remote.
And I was like, damn, this is pretty good.
You literally, your brain is like half like fuzzy, and you're like, that is so good.
I love it. Literally like Charity and Another Simple Favor. That's literally how I felt watching that. Because I was like sick. I probably have like such a high fever. My brain was frying.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh God. Yeah. We'll see if I go back to it. But for now, yeah, I'm finishing You.
And you like it.
I do like it. I think it's pretty good. I like it better than last season.
I have thoughts. But I think we should like compare like what we think of it because you have a totally different view of it than I do.
Maybe we'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
And then speaking of next week, Last of Us final episode. I'm sad.
Yeah.
We can talk about that too. And then
made me cry again that last episode.
Yeah.
That's why I post a weekly fuck y'all when fucking Pedro Pascal and
he was looking good wherever he was recently.
Oh,
did you see?
hold on.
The way that he swerved on the camera. Wait, did you see
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
He was feeling himself. He was looking good.
I wrote this down. It's on my fucking phone that we're fucking recording on. Fucking Pedro Pascal with his arms out while I'm ovulating. I was barking like a fucking dog. Like, bitch. Yes.
Let me see my phone.
Did I see him? Did I see him?
Let me show you. Hold on. This is my favorite video right now.
Is it the one where he's like licking the fucking glow stick?
No, but I do like that too.
Oh God, I love him. I love him so much. Oh, he fits away. Yes! I love him. I love him. Oh, also, fucking okay. So Kaylee already knows this lore. My suggestion for the week is it's an Instagram page. He dumped his 401k. He sold everything. He quit his job and he bought a sailboat and he's sailing as of right now from Oregon to Hawaii and he plans to sail around the world with his cat. It's at sailing_with_Phoenix. I love this man. He definitely has a touch of the tism. He's literally so fucking funny. And I'm watching his videos from today, and he's wearing a Britney shirt. He's wearing Britney Spears shirt, and I'm like, you're a fucking icon.
He's pretty cool. I did watch some of his stories, and I was like, oh, cute.
Yeah, right? I'm like, this is so, and I'm like, it's become a habit to like watch all of his stories. It's like my freaking show's on. Okay.
Yeah. He's on day 20 in case you guys want to know.
Yes.
You can also track him. He has a tracker out there because that was my first concern. As I was like, I'm worried for him. Is he okay?
Yeah.
And you were like, you can track him. And he also has a GoFundMe if you guys want to give him money.
Yeah, he has a GoFundMe. I do like tracking him. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think in like a couple days
God.
he'll be there.
He's raised $84,000.
Oh shit.
Like, okay.
Okay. And now he has like sponsorships and literally the sponsor. Oh my god. Literally the sponsorship video.
So he quit his job of 11 years and got it like liquidated his 401k. But as a result of his cervical spine condition, he's at risk of paralysis. So that's why he like quit everything.
Yeah.
Because
he
he was like
pushed him to do it.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know if I'll be able to like live like this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, be able to do the things that he like wants to do. So
he's like fucking doing it.
cool.
And he has sponsorship video. And he's like, I know you guys want me to make money, so I'm making this video. And it was for like an AI. It was like for Microsoft AI. It was so fucking funny, bro.
He seems funny.
He is really funny.
Cool.
And he has that awkward laugh. It's like
That's fun. Oh,
yeah, it's
I
cool.
can't wait until he gets to Hawaii.
I know. I'm
Good
so excited for him. But anyway, that's all I got.
That's all we got. We're gonna go watch TV now.
But we're gonna watch TV. We're gonna rot. We're gonna have another espresso martini. Please give us 5 stars on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Instagram at _BB podcast. It's at _BB pod. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I was just gonna say, if this makes it to YouTube, like this video.
Like this video. We'll be on TikTok too. Same handle.
Yeah.
We'll see because it's me doing it. We all know how fucking that goes. Bye. That is so creepy. Bye.
Bye, guys. We love you.
XOXO.
XOXO.
Over and out, BBs. Let's drink.